This kung fu fighting. Those are my headphones.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Yep. It's a well-oiled machine. Welcome in. Oh, yeah. Welcome into The Idol Effect. Episode 31, I do believe. 32. 32. Wow. Shit. Shows you how well prepared we are. No intro. Little late. Little late to the game on.
That's an intro. It's just not an elaborate one.
You're right. That's true. Yeah. Which I'm sure you're happy about that. So, wait. Hey, come on now.
Why kung fu fighting?
And why not? I guess.
Okay.
I figured I had no quote-unquote funny intro. Although, do I ever?
I wasn't going to say it.
I figure, why not kind of a funny song? Although it was never meant to be a funny tune, huh?
But okay, so we're going to talk about Solo and
right.
Deadpool a little bit, and I just wasn't seeing the connection to either, but I guess it doesn't have to be one.
Yeah.
It can just stand alone as
can,
kung fu fighting.
Yeah, I no thought whatsoever other than there is fighting in Deadpool and Solo, so
that's quite possibly the weakest fucking thing you've ever said, and that's some shit right there.
Well, cool. That kind of goes hand in hand with our top 10 for today later on down the road.
Yeah, it's kind of no, mine's all right, but I got a feeling yours is going to be really weak.
Yeah, well, that's the point. It's right. We were looking for weak. Well, we'll get to it, right?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay, all right, but
probably quicker than you think.
But yeah, here we are. We're back. 32, really? Is it really?
I'm pretty sure it's 32, but as you can see, we've stopped counting now. It's become a non-thing.
Just one of those things.
Yeah. It's this one.
Welcome to this episode of The Idol Effect. Did you get some new? Is that a new Big Game James and a?
No, they're not new. They were down in the office, and I just ran out of room, so the sports memorabilia got moved up here.
Oh, okay. Right on.
So Jerome Bettis. Isaac Bruce, Todd Gurley, James Worthy, and Jerry West now adorn the front part of the poker table that you can't see on camera.
Oh, that's right. They probably can't see this.
It, so they're missing out on some. Who does these?
Todd McFarlane?
McFarlane, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Splash. It's not Splash. Spawn, dude.
Right. That guy.
Spawn guy.
That dude.
So we're all out kung fu fighting?
I think so.
That forces us to move on.
I guess we have to, yeah.
Alright, cool.
My thing here. So, did you want to tell me where you've been before we jump into any?
Actually, I went to Big Bear.
I remember.
For Memorial Day weekend.
Uh-huh.
To do all the garage sailing stuff.
Get any sweet deals?
Yeah, a few things.
Find some good shit.
I'm kind of, now that all the legal stuff is done with Coke and what have you, I'm in a period of my life now I'd like to call the pucker.
Right.
I really have to sort of decide if it's something I really want to purchase. For one thing, I'm just out of fucking room for one, and plus I just bought another car, so well,
the pucker's off to a
cars don't count when it comes to pucker. If I want to buy a car, I just fucking buy it.
Yeah, because that's money in the future.
It's just money in another form, as my wife says.
Right. Yeah.
But the small stuff suffers. So I got a few things, nothing major.
So when we hit con this year, what are you gonna do? You gonna?
I happen to know for a fact you sold your ticket and aren't even going.
Yep, it's gonna be my first.
Captain Con is not going.
Can you believe
it?
My first con in that I'm missing in Comic-Con in. Well, I've been going since '94, but I did miss 2000. I remember that. So that's the only one I've missed.
Was that the gonorrhea one?
Gornorrhea, I like to call it. Yeah, I slept with a reptilian chick and got gonorrhea.
Don't
Hey, now.
you.
Whoa.
Stop it.
Oh, come on, that's harsh, dude.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
So, yeah, bad case of the crabs, and I skipped out on con that year.
His quicks were slow as...
I didn't need to go to Joe's
Right.
Crab Shack. Had it covered. Had the spicy boil, if you will.
Yeah, in your crotch.
So I don't know. I forget why I didn't go that year. I think I just thought I'm gonna skip it, and then I remember regretting it like big time. And
Maybe
it's like,
you realize just how bad it sucks now. And
well, in 2000 it didn't suck.
that's right.
though.
2000
this
it
was,
didn't suck.
Yeah,
that was pre-suck. Yeah.
yeah. That was before. That was the year before I think
That was before
we
the
went.
suck.
Yeah, before the suck started raining down on San Diego.
In the form of
I mean-
commercial fucking takeover.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great con. It's just all the people there make it suck. If they just stop going, if they do what I'm doing this year, some year, and just not go.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'd be happy.
If the commercial fucking shit didn't take over, the
Yeah.
people wouldn't have showed up.
Yeah, the movie, the Hall H shit.
If you could just
yeah.
divvy up the people that were actual fans from the people that just come to see the fucking celebrities and the
Yeah.
major, it'd be good again.
That's right. Yeah, somebody just comes. Basically, they're coming to get a glimpse of. Yeah.
You know, those people stay home.
Yeah.
And I need to see it for like 5 years in a row. And then when that has happened and it maintains, then I'll go back.
Okay.
Until then, fuck that.
I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Good
Because
time.
they'd be kissing away money and there's no chance.
Yeah. Well, I went to Tom Jones. Saw some Tom. Whoa! Hey, now. Yes.
That's not unusual.
Yes, Jerry, that Tom Jones. Actually, let's bring him out now. Which was pretty awesome. You would think, at his age,
That it wasn't. That it wouldn't be.
well, you just like I saw Tony Bennett not too long ago, which was cool. He did his thing, but it was pretty old school and kind of stale, kind of phoned in, really. Tony Bennett was.
Well,
Tom
he's damn near dead.
I'm not too sure he wasn't already up there. I think they had him propped up and Martin Short, or they had an impersonator in there. But Tom killed it.
Were the panties flying?
I didn't see. He didn't do that.
Or was it like grandma pants?
Yeah, the granny pants.
Big, huge fucking granny panties flying up
The
there.
Depends landed. That's big full Depends.
Nice.
No, he kind of like he's got a young band and they kind of changed some of the old classics like this one here and changed the music a little. Gave one song a little bit of a, I don't know, Moroccan feel and. So,
I love that you're giving them credit for changing it, not the fact that they probably just forgot how to play.
You're right, yeah.
It probably just came off.
They're just
wrong.
noodling around and
Yeah.
like I think this
is
is it. Tom's singing it. I don't
It's
know.
not something like this. Fucking not usual. This
Yeah.
is not the usual.
This is
thing
not
I
the
have for
usual
fucking dinner.
thing.
Usually it's like warm bread and soup
Yeah.
at 4 p.m. at Golden Corral.
But I dug it, and he had a screen showing shit on the back, and it's kind of like a cool little like.
Oh, like every other fucking band on the planet.
Well, yeah, but he's not above that. So, anyway, and then I went to Weird Al too at the McCallum
You went
Theater.
to Weird Al? I didn't know Weird Al was even well, I'm not gonna say a lot because I knew he was live, but I didn't know he was doing anything.
He's doing live. Yeah, he's got kind of it's kind of a scaled back tour. Like he used to be heavy into
what?
Well, he used to be heavy into the theatrics and stuff like that. He'd do like a surgeon and he'd have a chainsaw where he's like doing mock surgery with a chainsaw.
I can see where you would need that if you were Weird Al.
Yeah, but this
kind of like Carrot Top for music.
Right? Yeah, lots of props. But
Yeah.
in this case,
like Alice Cooper, except good.
oh, ouch! No.
I enjoyed that.
Do I have a? Wait, I don't know. I couldn't think of enough. That's what I think of that. But no, he kind of scaled it back, and I kind of wish it wasn't because I'd never seen him do his whole full-on theatrical show. It was kind of it was at the McCallum Theater. It's kind of laid back, and he did a lot of his originals, less parodies. And I'm thinking, we go to Weird Al for the parodies, I would think. He did a medley of them.
He has originals?
He does.
Like actual real songs?
Yeah, but they're like comedy songs, you know, funny lyrics and things.
Oh.
Kind of like
okay.
Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer,
Yeah,
but
I got you.
I can't even remember any of them. They were good stuff, good band and everything, and his fans obviously were into it and knew what he was doing. But I was like, are we gonna hear Beat or Eat It, or you know, we're gonna get Gangsters, Amish Paradise, and we got that, but in the form of a little medley, which again, like Tom Jones's band, the music was changed or something. You know, a little.
Well, see, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Don't
man.
give me 10 seconds. Give me the whole fucking thing.
Right.
Or
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was the whole thing.
And then some. You caught me on a good night.
Yeah. But yeah, like instead of the normal Eat It to the music of Beat It, it was the music to the acoustic Layla, like the unplugged version of Layla, and he sang the lyrics to Eat It.
Yeah, don't get creative. Just give me what I know.
The whole idea of Eat It is it's Beat It, but with Eat It. You know, I don't know, but it was fine. It was.
There's a ringing endorsement. Yeah. That's kind of like what my wife says when we have sex. That was fine.
It was fine.
You know, you didn't fall on me.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't fart during. It was fine.
Yeah. So, yeah.
There was no mold or fungi.
Right.
It was fine.
I saw, speaking of, you went to garage sales. I forgot to mention when you were going to bring that up. I was going to tell you. I saw some dude out. He had a sign that said yard sale, and it was a table. It was one small little table with some clothes on it, and he was in a suit, and he was out in front of his apartment, and it was like 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees here now, 100 something.
And then some.
Yeah, and we were driving by, and it's like, oh, that guy's crazy. But it was morning. We come back a couple hours later, and he's standing there still. Like, I like weird. I like the weird when people do quirky shit like that and everything like that. But this guy, I mean, standing out in a suit, it's hard to survive standing direct sun in a full three-piece suit. I think he was doing it just to be kind of like it's kind of like a hipstery thing to do, or
either that or he's just so checked out that it doesn't matter.
It might have been, yeah.
Is just a non-issue when all the sheep are out of the barn.
Right. Yeah. And all the sheep are out. So, but anyway, should we get into some Deadpool, or have you been somewhere else?
Because I went to Whittier to pick up the 620. Does that count?
Really, Whittier? What happened?
Remember Chris Bash?
Yes. Yeah.
Remember the first Datsun 620 truck he had, his first car way back in the day?
Kinda, more or less. Yeah,
I remember
it's
him
like
that, except better.
Really?
But yeah.
So you got that.
I went JDM, man.
Yeah.
You know what JDM means?
No.
Japanese domestic market.
Oh.
It's my new thing. It's actually the new.
Is it?
Japanese classic cars. I've had so many fucking Mopars and Chevys and Fords, and I still have those things.
Yeah.
I wanted to go something different. That's why I bought the Beamer, and now I bought this because I don't know. My tastes are evolving.
Yeah. Well, sweet. Cool.
Yeah. So I went to Whittier to get it. So does that count, Whittier?
Yeah, sure. What happened? Anything?
Drove up there, picked it up, drove it off.
Awesome.
At about 50 miles an hour on the freeway all the way home.
Sweet.
Praying not to fucking die.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those trucks that's was built to run around, inner city delivery in fucking Japan and shit. It wasn't meant to take it on the interstate. So 55 miles an hour, you're like, wee oh wee. As 18-wheelers drive by,
get off the road. Get yourself American car. You're all right. I've got 10 of them.
Anyway. So I guess Whittier.
Yeah. Whittier.
Whittier
Big Bear for you, and Tom Jones Weird Al for me.
Solo in Big Bear, but I was so tired I fell asleep.
Oh, you saw it up there?
I did. I had to go back today and watch it again because I slept through most of it the first time.
Oh, okay.
Which, as it turns out, I must have been really tired because it's really good.
You liked it? Yeah.
It was really. Ron Howard did a good job.
Oh yeah.
And whoever wrote it did a good job too.
That guy did good. Yeah.
Him do good.
I guess it's funny because they reshot 70% of it when Ron Howard took over. So, somewhere out there, there's a version of a completely different version, same script, I guess, but done differently. Who knows?
I kind of like how they gave you just enough cool stuff to where you didn't feel like you were beat over the head with it, but just enough moments here and there, and they spaced them out.
Right.
Like when when Harrelson tosses him the blaster for the first time, or
he
or when Chewie sits in the co-pilot seat for the first time, that kind of shit. Yeah, it's because a lot of movies like these will just beat you over the fucking head with firsts and to like, okay, I know we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did. Did you want to go into Solo first?
Don't matter. I thought, you know what? It's a good thing that Deadpool and Infinity Wars are like apples and oranges, because if you forced me to only watch one and couldn't watch both of them ever again, I'd be watching Deadpool.
You'd be watching Deadpool too.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was a better movie than Infinity War.
It was. Yeah. And it was.
It lost no speed from the first one.
I think it was slightly better than the first, maybe.
If not, it was like right there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it was just as good as the first one, which is hard to do.
Right. Yeah.
Especially when you change directors, and.
Yeah, and up the budget. Well, maybe that's why, upping the budget did work, because there's a lot of cool shit. I mean, you had a big CGI juggernaut. That was cool, because I think that was just a big CGI dude.
Oh yeah, that was all on the computer. Every bit of it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was cool. Cable comes to Earth to kill a kid. I guess I think in the comics he first came to kill Apocalypse, but they couldn't do that, because that was just done. So he comes to kill a kid. And,
didn't Ryan Reynolds actually call him Thanos once? Hey,
he
Thanos!
Did. Yeah. He called him Thanos, and he called him One-Eyed Willie, which was kind of a, reference to Goonies, which Josh Brolin was in.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah,
I forgot about that. Way back in the day.
Yeah. Called him One-Eyed Willie, and then there was a point where he was wearing, when he was at the blind lady's house, that looks kind of. She always reminds me of Uhura.
Or Uhura.
Yeah. Oh, Uhura. Yeah. But he was wearing Chunk's Hawaiian shirt, I guess, or something there. But this is cool.
He is short, man.
Which one, Cable?
Yeah, I didn't realize that Brolin was.
Yeah, they had to change that because he's like 6'8" Cable in the comics, 5'11" in this movie.
And Thanos was like no small dude either.
Right.
He's a fucking titan.
Yeah.
But I mean, Brolin is short.
He is, yeah.
He's like 5'10", maybe.
Yeah. I didn't realize that short, but yeah.
He's like short as you.
He's a little guy.
Sawed off little fucker.
Little hands. Features are small.
Rich as fuck, too.
Little guy. He's got some money. Oh, yeah. Top two movies.
He's in them both.
He's in them both.
Yeah, he's a major role in both.
Right, yeah. So.
Way to go, Josh. Get you the bank, buddy.
I like the scene with there's a lot of good fight. It's a lot of action in it, like a lot of fighting, and Ryan Reynolds in the costume most of the time. So like you don't even really see Ryan Reynolds. You see Deadpool, which is cool, and
then all little you see him normally in the one dream sequence or whatever,
right?
With Marina. And then at the end, when he's looking at the Green Lantern, fucking
and blows himself away. Welcome to the big leagues or something.
It's hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
I love that scene where Cable won't give him a gun, so he fights with a brick.
Yeah.
Like he always gets, like in the first one, twice he forgot his big bags of guns.
Yeah,
and was just like, oh, I'll improvise or whatever. In this one, can I have a gun? No. All right, I'll use this brick. And it works. It's all he really needs.
Maximum effort.
And we get a lot of Colossus, which is cool.
Yeah, and he actually says fuck.
Yeah. And they have a good, which is, I think happens a lot in the comics, is he has a good knockdown drag out with Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And
has to fight dirty to win.
Yeah. Right up the electric wire up the butt, huh? Big shock up the butt and throw him in the pool. That's I call that Saturday night.
You beat me to it. I was slow on return there.
Not a lot of Negasonic in this one.
And who was the Oriental chick?
Oh, Yoki. Shit.
Was she an X-Men of some sort?
She's sort of there's another character that
she's scissoring Megasonic.
Yeah, she's scissoring. Yeah, I think she's loosely based on another character.
Loosely based on every anime ever made.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, and then Domino, with the only surviving member of X-Force.
I like Domino.
Yeah. Did he call her Black Widow at some
Yeah,
time?
something like that, yeah.
There was a lot of references. There was reference to Hawkeye. Like, I don't have any powers. I'm basically Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And there was somebody. He said he did I'm Batman at one time.
Yeah, I did.
And then I met. I got in this fight.
When
and
he's fighting Cable in the prison.
Yeah,
Who
right.
are you?
Yeah, Batman. And then when he comes home in the beginning, he comes home and he makes a Martha reference. I was in a fight with somebody, but I found out his mom's name was also Martha.
I was kind of surprised when he grabs Cable's gun and he cranks it all the way up. I'm surprised they didn't have that gun go to 11.
Didn't they?
No, I think it went to 10.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
Because I could just see him like, this gun goes to 11.
When you need that extra to go over the cliff.
Over the cliff. I'll have to fix that in post.
I like it was in the mansion, and he's like, how come I never see any other X-Men there? And then for a brief moment, you got...
But you only got... Because the other ones, I think, I looked the second time, and I don't think it was the real people. I think Quicksilver was.
Uh-huh.
And I think one other one was. But I think like 2 or 3 of them on the left side, like Storm, I don't think it was them.
Really?
I think it was like people in wigs and shit and dressed
looked
up.
like them?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they only sprung for Quicksilver and one other one. All of them.
The Professor X was the young one, right?
McAvoy?
Yeah, that was him, right? But it was... Because it's funny because they made a reference to Patrick Stewart.
Right.
But they also... But then, yeah, I looking in... That's the one I caught. That's the one I actually saw was him.
I saw Quicksilver.
Okay,
For some reason, I focused on him both times.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a thing for him. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be it. Could be that. Maybe I got a thing for McAvoy. So, like a bald... The bald... Look at... I don't know what I'm saying.
That's painfully obvious.
And, Shatterstar, that was the guy that got cut by the helicopter. And then I think it was Zeitgeist that got into the wood chipper. Like when they're all fucking coming down. And I don't know if you knew this, the Vanisher, when he...
Yeah, it's... What's his face? It's
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
For like a tenth of a second.
Which I didn't catch, and I saw it twice. Both times, and the second time I was looking because I knew... Like
they were going to show it.
It was coming, but
yeah.
I still didn't know it was Brad Pitt. I only found out later. I'm like, really? I was like, shit. And then I guess those two guys that were when Cable showed up, and he walked over. What year is it? Like, kind of like a Terminator nod. One of them was Alan Tudyk, and the other was Matt Damon. Those two,
was it?
Those two redneck
No
guys?
Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And, so I guess Matt Damon's just sort of just gonna start doing funny roles in comic book movies or whatever. Yeah. So, what's the?
I don't mean to jump around, but I'm just curious. At the end of Solo,
yeah,
when the chick gets a hold of what looks like Darth Maul, is that actually Darth Maul? Or is it just
it is
Darth Maul person?
No,
like
it is
one of his kind. It's
yeah,
actually him.
It's him. That's why. I mean, they had to do the. Like, even though in the movies you only seen one guy that looks like him, that's why they did the, where he made his lightsaber come to him and go, I'm gonna come visit you. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I figured
so
it was,
just so you knew.
I just wasn't sure.
But yeah, he survived, and
so this is,
and he's got like robot legs.
Has he? What?
He's got some robot legs. He survived, and
so this is after Phantom Menace?
After Phantom Menace, yeah. It's 8 years before New Hope, but it's after Phantom Menace. So he's already gone.
Because I knew in the animation, I know they give him robot legs.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, in animation, and he actually. What sucks about this is he actually dies in Rebels, so we know what happens to him. Like 3 years from Solo, roughly about 3 years from Solo, he actually dies. Like. If Rebels is canon, then Obi-Wan Kenobi eventually cuts him in half again and kills him later.
It's kind of fucked up to cut somebody in half twice.
Yeah, because it was Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace that cut him, right? Yeah. So
shouldn't, because he had him dead to rights and was just fucking overconfident.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's him, and he's running a. I guess because the story goes he went back to the Emperor and tried to. He wanted to be aligned with him again, and he was like, "No, I got a new guy. You're out of here." and so now he runs a crime syndicate. So, but what happens later? Spoilers, everybody, is that he ends up becoming kind of just a hermit who's, I think he's dead set on trying to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi for ruining his life, basically. And
I thought his big deal was trying to find like the Jedi Temple and shit, and trying to get a hold of like that power.
That could be too.
At the end.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, when he was playing the hermit and shit, he was like supposedly his goal was to find where the secret Jedi Temple was and get a hold of like the crystal to whatever to blood fuck a horse, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So
I have no idea.
But that's him. So I think even if there's no sequel to Solo, it sets it up for he's still got 3 years to live from this movie on. So now we know he's around. The movie, if you only watch the movies, you know he's still alive, and maybe he'll show up in the Obi-Wan movie or something. Although I don't think they actually meet until Obi-Wan kills him. So I don't know. It's kind of weird because now we kind of know what happens to him, assuming the rebels counts as this continuity. I don't know.
I'd be pissy if I was like making one of the major motion pictures and I had to fucking stick by what a goddamn cartoon did. I'd be like calling somebody, did I really have to fucking go by what this damn cartoon did? Because this is a multi-million-dollar movie.
Right.
So
yeah. So
cartoon you did on your computer and
I mean
backlog.
They've basically thrown out once Disney bought Lucasfilm, they threw out all the books that were written. So anything that like, in all those novels used to be canon, now it's not. They're like, no, we're starting, fresh. None of this counts.
You got your canon right here.
Right, yeah. So they could, if they want, say, that's Rebels, that's TV, this is movies, and they can do whatever they want with them. Really, it doesn't matter. I mean, the Fox X-Men continuity.
They could just cancel all of it and just send it all to Fox, right? Fox
yeah. They do time travel and change the timeline.
Like Roseanne.
Anything, yeah. Yeah, I know. You get dead, which sucks. Fuck. I waited so long for. I never thought Roseanne would come back, but when I heard it was coming back, I'm like, cool, awesome. So I wanted one more. I wanted a Halloween episode. And she had to go on.
Apparently, you're gonna get it on Fox.
Is Fox taking over?
Fox bought Roseanne.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it took over.
Oh, wow. Fox News or actual Fox?
Actual Fox. Although they're hardly distinguishable one from another. But
okay.
Fox bought.
When did that happen?
Shortly after she got canned.
Oh, okay. So
if she had been on NBC, CBS, any other network than ABC, she'd still be there.
Right.
But you can't
fuck around on ABC.
Disney won't fucking have it.
That's right.
ABC is Disney, and they just won't have it.
Yeah. So well, maybe a Halloween episode to come.
You dumb bitch. But what the hell? Fox will let her do whatever she wants and just throw money at her.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably all good in the end. Half the viewers, but what are you gonna do?
So jumping back, the after credits in Deadpool, he goes back in time. Shoots Ryan Reynolds himself. Shoots the Logan or the Wolverine Origins Deadpool.
Right. Many times.
Brings his girlfriend back. Is that like kind of undercuts the whole movie, really?
Yeah, but at that point, who cares?
But yeah, it doesn't really matter or whatever. So I guess is she back? If there is a sequel,
well, she's back.
Does that count, or
Absolutely.
is that that's not a dream sequence? Or
you're overthinking this.
Yeah, and what else does he do? He does something else, right? He kills Ryan Reynolds. He kills the other Deadpool. Brings his girlfriend back, and he saves He just saves the dude that had no powers that was in X-Port. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good for him.
You're a big dude.
Well, Ryan Reynolds has said there probably won't be another Deadpool sequel, although he will appear in the X-Force movie. He kind of feels like you gotta take everything away from him in each, which really you don't. But like in this one, they took his girlfriend. In the first one, they took his
I don't know why you have to take everything away from him.
I don't know. That's what he feels. So we'll see. But do you think this Deadpool would carry over into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Do you think
no?
With this, no, they wouldn't use him.
Well, I mean,
then like you said, it's Disney. They'd have to clean it up quite a bit.
Yeah,
there'll be no pegging.
I mean, it could, but what difference does it make? Fox is not going to give this shit up. You know, Disney's Marvel will never get a hold of it.
Well, they're already.
It's
That's
cash cow.
That's still in the works. They're
it's
still
not
trying
happening.
They're still trying to acquire it. So.
And even if they did, which they're not gonna, but if they did, Disney would still leave it under Fox's fucking umbrella, so they could do what they needed to do to keep it Deadpool. Because you could never throw Disney's name on a Deadpool movie.
No,
There's no way in hell.
So if you had him appear in those Marvel movies, it would be a toned down style.
Yeah, and who wants that?
No, I don't.
He needs to walk on the set and tell Iron Man to suck his dick, and
and that. So unless it goes the other way and Fox buys Disney's, that's the only way. So, well, I don't know. I think that I don't know. It's you got two cool Deadpool. I think it was like roughly slightly better than the first, but you know really good little bookends there. Those two.
You know what I saw over the weekend?
What's that?
I saw the gay version of Beetlejuice.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the box.
Like a movie?
They made a gay version of Beetlejuice.
Really? Yeah. What happens? Like, I never knew who's to say the first Beetlejuice wasn't gay?
Well, in this one, they leave no doubt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like a gay theme that just throughout the entire movie.
Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Like, remember, like, what was it, the big dinner table scene where they're all around the dinner table and they start doing, what is it, the Banana Boat song, whatever the fuck that is?
Yeah.
You know, the Hey Mary, Tally Man, Tally Man. They change that all around.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it go? What does that sound like?
That was a long road to go in. I think it's like, Gale! Gale! And so like, and daylight come and no one to suck cock.
Really?
You buying any of this?
And then it says something like 6
inch, 7 inch, 8 inch
cock.
Daylight
Writes itself.
Cock.
I kind of think you're making this up. I don't think there's a gay Beatles.
Oh, I'm not making it. Hey, the foggy man, suck on my banana. Daylight come. You know the words.
Yeah, suck toads.
Didn't he just have a birthday?
Troy?
Yeah.
My friend Troy. Troy's. Are we gonna invoke the name of Troy Zimmer too?
Right in the middle of all this gay shit, we're gonna stick Troy where he belongs.
Speaking of gayness,
fucker.
Troy.
Speaking of flaming gayness,
we'll have to tell him at the what's the time mark on this so he can hear his name.
The time mark,
or what is it? Yeah, the time.
No, make him listen to the whole goddamn thing.
He gotta listen to the
Let
whole.
him wade
episode.
through it. Get it, Wade?
So, Wade? Oh, yeah.
And I am on.
Ouch.
I'm on fire.
So,
or at least burning.
Now, Solo.
What the hell is that?
What do you think of the guy that... well, you obviously enjoyed Solo, right? I did, too. I don't know if it's doing so well. I don't know if everyone's loving it, but I like the guy. I mean, you're not going to get Harrison Ford, and if you do, he's just too damn old. I think this guy worked.
Yeah, but Glover just fucking nailed.
Oh yeah, as Lando.
Nailed Lando.
Yeah.
It was like it was damn near spooky.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No pun intended.
That was. Oh God.
He nailed it.
Yeah.
He was fucking awesome. I mean, I kind of got the advantage of actually sleeping through the first time because I would hear him talking.
Right.
But my eyes wouldn't be open, and it sounded like Lando.
You were dreaming of Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, totally.
But hearing Glover.
He nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
And he does a lot of stuff.
He's busy these days. Yeah.
He's tearing it up. Isn't he like in some TV show too, Atlanta or something?
Yeah, yep.
And he was.
And he produces it.
He was in The Martian.
Right. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
He was in that.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
He was one of Michael Keaton's crew, the Vulture's crew.
Was
I think? Yeah. And he even made a reference to he has a nephew.
Remember that.
And basically the nephew, I believe, is what's his name? Miles. What's the
O'Keefe?
No, the other Spider-Man. Is it Miles Morales?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember that now.
So I think he made a reference to his nephew.
Aren't they making some cartoon in the end this year? With
they are.
Every minute.
It's going to be
the two Spider-Mans or whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be
Do I need that?
I don't know. I don't read. never read anything with Miles Morales, so I'm not really big on it. Some people are like, younger people. That's my Spider-Man, but I don't know.
No, young people suck.
Yeah. What do they know?
Not much. They're young.
So, but and Lando's got a lot of capes.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could pull off a cape. I was always thinking I should start wearing a cape.
Define pull off.
I could have it on and then I pull it off.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's the definition, I can too.
Mean it in the literal sense.
Yeah.
Now, when the one thing about Solo is predictable. You just know that Kira and Beckett, Woody Harrelson's character, you just know they're going to double cross.
Well, of course.
Like, you're just waiting for it.
Well, they're all freaking... There's no honor among thieves.
No.
They say there is,
there's
but
not.
there's not.
And he even says, look, don't trust anyone, not even me, or something like that.
Right.
And sure enough. But I thought it's so obvious that it's going to be a double cross. Maybe it won't. But no, sure enough, both of them. Boom, boom.
It was triple cross.
Which is fine. It was triple cross. Yeah, triple threat. Yeah. And then, who else is in there? That little monkey guy, Favreau voices that guy.
You did?
Yeah, the guy that died.
I was trying to figure out who the voice was on that. Okay.
Which is sort of, it's kind of Rocket Raccoon. It's kind of that character, more or less, I think. Heavily influenced by Rocket, but...
Nowhere near as fucking grouchy.
No, not at all. No, it's like a happy, yeah.
Douchey.
Okay, so it's nothing like
Rocket's
it.
kind of a dude. I mean, I love Rocket, but he's a fucking little dude.
He can be an asshole, yeah.
He's a trash panda.
Then you get the sassy
He's a trash panda.
He's a trash... What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
I disagree.
No. Quill even calls him that once.
Right, yeah.
You're a trash panda.
Yeah,
He's
which
like,
is what a raccoon kind of is.
Is that good? No, it's not.
You ever have raccoons out here in your trash?
In my trash? No, in my pants?
Like
every other weekend.
I've had them here in Palm Desert, like
you have not.
In the town, in the city. Yeah, when I growing up in high school, right? We had them in our. I think they lived in our yard because they were there often.
Every fucker that sees a chihuahua with a goddamn little mask on thinks it's goddamn raccoons. It's not. It's chihuahuas with masks on.
I didn't get that close a look.
Noise?
Oh, toast is up. You hungry?
No.
Want some jam?
I'll give you some jam. And jelly.
I didn't get that close a look, but I'm pretty sure it was a raccoon.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Was he heavily armed? Was he packing heat?
There's a sassy... His gun went up to 11. There's a sassy droid. I think her name was L337. That's what I gather. And then it implied that she's boned humans. That Lando's droid.
Yeah.
She said it works, and
how does that work?
I don't know. She said it works.
Especially since she's obviously holding up the female end of that.
Yeah. Must be.
You just put it in the USB port.
They probably equipped her with some sort of like a fleshlight, like just like a hole that opens up and it's soft and warm. I don't know. Who knows? But
so apparently you do.
Yeah.
Apparently you have a fairly working knowledge of this kind of shit. What do they call it?
I don't know anything about those Ryobi brand.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, L337 is the top of the line model. So, Kevin Smith talks a lot about fleshlights. So.
There you go.
And now that droid is, I think, officially she's the voice or the computer of the Millennium Falcon, right? So in A New Hope, when C-3PO says something about, like, I don't know how your computer learned to communicate, he's basically, that...
Yeah, but you don't ever hear it talk.
No, you never do. But I think C-3PO communicates with it, so maybe it's kind of a bitch or kind of sassy, and C-3PO's like, what's her problem? So that's what I gather. So, and then the Vision was in it, Paul Bettany. It
was weird seeing him play a baddie.
Yeah, and he's funny because he's like a lunatic, but then he tries to be the cool guy, So let's do this again, and then I'll fucking kill you, that kind of guy or whatever. Yeah, loses his shit.
Trying to walk the edge.
Yeah. So I guess that role
didn't terribly work, but
it was. Yeah, it was what it was. I like him. He was good.
Yeah.
But
wasn't his best showing, but whatever.
And I guess that was originally they reshot all of that because that character was originally Michael K. Williams from The Wire.
Never saw that show.
And he was like sort of a Catman character or whatever. Yeah. Catman Carruthers. Gotta have the shines on. So, but yeah, I guess it didn't work, and Ron Howard said, "Nope, he's out." And Paul Bettany, you're in, and there's no more Catman. So that's it. That's. I don't have a cat. I need a cat. I need a cat sound effect. How much you want for that cat? I got a good idea. Let's get a cat. Yeah, that cat blowed. This is what you said something about you thought you heard a cat the other day?
Yeah, it was my damn dog just walking around farting.
You thought it was a cat in distress and it was your dog farting.
Yeah, it's just, and you can tell he must have just been clenching it off because it was...
Come here, Scruff.
Anyway. Which you shouldn't do because he's like the dog we like the least. So he's the one closest to like going to the pound. So he's the one. He shouldn't be the one out farting.
There he is now.
That sounded like me all last week. I'm telling you, man, like 5 days straight, I was brewing brown soup. I don't know.
What?
I didn't crap solid from Monday to Friday.
Really?
It was like a new record for me.
What might have been the cause of that?
I don't know. I picked something up in Big Rig.
Really?
Some nasty mountain bug or something.
Did you eat?
Mountain trots.
Yeah. I've eaten at some. I was gonna say, I hope you didn't eat it. I don't know what the name is. It's Azteca or something. Really good Mexican food up there, which you don't expect in the mountains.
Well, there's the Hacienda is the one place,
and
then there's another place across the street, but I forget what it's called. But
that
I did not eat either one of those.
Neither one of those. Okay, good. Because I like that place. Now in Solo, you see him get his gun, like he said.
Yeah.
He gets his last name, which is kind of like,
lazy writing, but
okay. Because in one scene he says he has a dad. Yeah, my dad wanted to be a pilot, but he ended up, doing this. And then when they ask him, "Who's your people?" "Oh, I don't have anybody."
That's just lazy writing.
And it's funny because it's like he just walks up. "I want to be a pilot." "Okay, what's your name?" "Han." "Last name?" "I don't have one." "Okay, Han Solo." "All right, you'll be flying in no time," or whatever. I guess anybody in the whole rebellion could show up and say, "Yeah, we want to be pilots." And, "Okay, come on in," and then they just fly TIE fighters right into the Empire or into Darth.
As you saw, he wasn't flying. They just said whatever they needed to say to get him.
Yeah, to get him and throw him in the trenches. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, because they just want cannon fodder. They just need. Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
They would turn him into Bantha Poodoo.
Well, what else did he got Chewie for the first time. He gets everything in this movie.
Yeah, he did.
He does the Kessel Run.
Chicken wow.
Wait, do I have my?
Oh, Chewie.
But he meets Chewie in a pit.
Yeah, he does.
He gets the Falcon, of course. We knew that was happening. Nothing about the dice really. That he already just had them. The dice.
Yeah, and what's funny is I never really noticed the dice in the original movies.
I didn't either. They're legendary apparently, but I
never picked up on that.
No, I didn't.
I knew they made a big deal out of them.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay.
And I was thinking maybe it was the dice that he won the Falcon with, but he won that in a game of like kind of like Galactic Go Fish with Sabak or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, what else? You got the Falcon. Now it's funny because this Falcon was really sleek and clean and nice, and he fucked it up like immediately, like first time at the wheel, at the helm, like it tore the shit out of it.
Drive it like you stole it, dude.
I like how he's like, yeah, I got a whole band of. He was talking to those what he thought was marauders. I got all these guys, this army or whatever. They're going to be coming out of here, and then Lando just takes off in the fucking thing. Pretty cool, pretty funny.
Lando's a dick.
Now we got to see the Kessel Run.
Yep.
thing we've been hearing about. 12 parsecs, rounded down, I guess.
Which is stupid because a parsec is a measure of distance, not a measure of time. But whatever.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Apparently no one in the Star Wars galaxy.
Now the street racing in the beginning, I think that was that kind of a throwback to American Graffiti?
What?
Maybe. Well, the street race. It was kind of like the street race with Harrison Ford in American Graffiti
I know
and
what
Ron
you're referring
Howard.
to.
Yeah,
I think that's a fucking reach.
Not at all? No? I thought maybe. I don't know. There's a reference to Bosk, my favorite bounty hunter, because he looks like a Gorn.
Yeah.
Which I think we're going to see him in whatever the next movie. I think Boba Fett. I'm spoiling the geek announcement, so Boba Fett's going to be the next Star Wars spin-off, supposedly. So I think we'll see Bosk there. There's a reference to Jabba, sort of, when he says, "Yeah, they're putting together a team down on Tatooine." So Clint was in it.
Always gets a role.
And in the credits, he's listed as he's billed as Reliki Baylock. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Because he wasn't. I just thought it'd be cool if it was. But yeah, Clint Howard, of course.
He also threw a bone to what's his face from what the hell was that movie way back when that Ron Howard did? The magical movie.
Legend or not
No.
Legend.
The guy that played
Apollo 13.
No, the guy that was in the Middle Ages movie, the short guy.
Oh, Willow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's Ron Howard movie too, right?
Right. Yeah.
So he gave that guy a fucking job.
Yeah. Well, he's always been in Star Wars, but you just never recognized him. I think he was like an Ewok and shit.
Don't say that word.
He was in Last Jedi, and yeah, he was one of
fucking hate Ewoks.
He was one of the best Ewoks out of all of them.
Oh.
There's a lot of good ones, but he was.
I will fucking punch you.
It's time to put on makeup.
God, I hate Ewoks.
So, your dogs look like Ewoks. Is that why you hate Ewoks? Because you're sick of those dogs?
No, I just don't like Ewoks.
Yeah. I think I know what's going to be in your top. I think I know what's going to be in your top 10. So, and then what do you think if you were going to recast Indiana Jones for a young Indy? Would you go with this guy, Aldrich, Ehrendyke, whatever?
Not if I didn't know what his name was.
Would you go with the guy that just played Han Solo, or would you go with Chris Pratt? Who would you choose? Because I know. Am I like the studio? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, your name's on the door.
I want this guy because he's probably cheaper than Chris.
Yeah. Let's say money's not an object. Let's say Chris Pratt wants it so bad.
I probably still want this guy because then I tie into all the Star Wars fans. Too.
Yeah. Because now it's funny because we know what happens to Han Solo. So spoilers, he doesn't die in this movie. But there was a comic which I guess is no longer canon. Where Han Solo died on Earth, and Chewbacca died in a
get to Earth.
Well, it's a galaxy far, far away, but maybe he found a wormhole or something. But he
was he part of a ragtag fugitive fleet on a lonely
for
a shining planet
called Earth. But he got killed by some natives in a forest. And Chewbacca just lived in the forest, so there was Bigfoot sightings. This was an Indiana Jones comic, by the way. It was a crossover. So Indiana Jones went to go hunt for Bigfoot and found dead Han Solo.
That is just 8 different kinds of retarded.
Well, it happened.
Do you know how fucking lame that is?
It exists, so... But apparently that's not
how much of a fucking loser are you to come all the way here to get killed? You could have got killed real easily around your fucking back doorstep, and you come all the way here.
And by by natives with like a spear or something is how it got killed.
People shooting at you with fucking spaceships and shit for years. And some Aborigine fucking gives you the business.
Just runs you through.
Give it the business.
Yeah. But what happened was Indiana Jones basically found the spaceship and said, it's best that this just never gets seen. So he left and said nothing. So, but
I think we've established the fact that Indiana Jones should separate itself from anything space involved.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
think that's been
it
established.
usually doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a crystal skull sitting in I think it was Paul Bettany's room too, in it like as a trophy.
Yeah, there was.
Did you see it? Yeah.
That had nothing to do with it.
Oh.
Don't try and tie things where they're not. Don't make connections where they're not.
I'm thinking crossover. So, but anyway, I don't know. Solo, good movie, enjoyed it. Sorry we're late on the reviews.
No, you're not.
So, but this will give you maybe people had more time to see it, so we're not spoiling shit.
What is your deal, dude?
I
What
don't-
for dinner?
I don't know.
Is it tacos
Actually,
or burritos?
I did have a
'Cause,
burrito.
You know, all we do is eat tacos.
That's all we talk about. Tacos. Hey, what's happened with those guys?
What guys? Oh,
They still have a show?
you're asking me like I would know the answer to that question.
What was that show?
no.
Well, one of them's your cousin, right? Or cousin-in-law?
Something like that.
We gave. What was funny is we gave them a. I don't know if people know what we're talking about when we say taco.
They
we,
don't.
We
I'm not sure I do.
we gave a shout out to another podcast, which is you're sort of in a roundabout way related to one of the guys, and then when after that they said, should we give a shout out to Chuck and Jared? One of the guys just started talking shit about us. Like, what are those guys talking about? They just talk about tacos or what? Something like that. Like, let's just talk about tacos. And it's
Why are you recanting or rehashing this now?
well, I'm just would. You know,
no one fucking cares.
no one gives a shit.
Especially me.
I'm wondering if they still have a show. It's weird.
I don't know.
'Cause
I'm
I
sure
doubt
if you go, I have to remember what the fuck the name of it was, but
It's gonna be hard.
if you can figure that, I'm sure it's on
Well,
Facebook. I
it's-
think it was on Facebook or something, wasn't it?
It was on YouTube.
Or YouTube,
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, it's two guys' names.
That narrows
So,
it down.
and they weren't the same name, so it was like Tom and Ken or Bob and
Well, it's
and
Matt,
Steve.
obviously.
Oh, Matt, your cousin.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well that there we go. So we
it's
just
Matt
gotta
and somebody.
search the Matt and blank show.
Something. Yeah. Or maybe it's something and Matt. I forget which order.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. So we just Matt was the cool one though, right?
As far as I know, I don't know.
I don't know. So
I did
anyway,
work here.
do you want to do geek announcements or should we go top 10?
Let's do top 10, and then you can geek, and then we can split.
What's the theme of this top 10 here is it's an all Star Wars. Where's my top 10? Top 10 weakest moments.
I love
How fitting.
you actually use colors and you print stuff out, and it's all like in order, and it's all very organized, and I just scribble shit on paper.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
No, I mean look at his notes.
Yeah.
Look how nice that is. Okay, and look at mine.
And then here's yours.
That's mine. It's
Well, they both work.
There's a far-reaching chasm in
You like old school.
in care factor.
You're an old school
You care,
guy.
and I don't.
Yeah. You're a
I
hip,
bet you keep this shit.
you're a hipster. You do
I bet
vinyl,
don't
you do
throw it away, do
VHS.
you take
Oh,
this and you
It's-
file it
It's
somewhere
all
at home.
filed.
I knew it.
It's at the I send it to the Library of Congress.
That's just fucking sad.
So we're gonna do the top 10 weakest moments in Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
Right, more or less.
more give or take.
So
Go ahead.
and I tried to. I didn't want to make it too prequel heavy. I mean that'd be really easy.
Well, yeah.
So I went all over the board. Now number 10. My number 10 is Luke's in Empire Strike Back. Luke's no.
Yeah, which doesn't even line up with the freaking
With his mouth.
Yeah.
with
the dubbing's horrible, and yeah.
Yeah. And then my number 9, I went with his father in Revenge. No. So 2 back-to-backs. Yeah. Reminiscent of Khan.
You know what else was weak? It was him falling
I'm gonna
off.
tell you.
Falling off that fucking ledge shortly after that.
Which one, Darth or Anakin?
In Empire, when he lets himself fall.
Oh
off,
yeah,
fucking,
yeah. He's just like
and
fuck
then
it.
sails down and then just happens to fly perfectly into the little fucking chute.
Yeah,
Instead of falling to his death like he should have. It's like, okay, thank you.
Fell into the old chute.
Fell right into Plot Convenience Playhouse.
Now, if the chute was doing the pucker, he might have had a little padding there. So
Anyway, continuing.
anyway, Number 8. Now, you could just pretty much say Jar Jar when he's on screen.
Yeah.
I chose Jar Jar breaking the fourth wall in Clones because we already saw him. Like, the whole point of that, when he looked at the camera and he's like, "It's me, it's a me."
I don't remember.
Well, the whole point was George Lucas said, "Yeah, everybody hated Jar Jar, so I'm going to have a moment where Jar Jar even looks at the camera and just kind of gives it a look," which would have worked because then we'd be all like, "Oh, dick," But we already saw him. We already knew he was there. You saw him in a scene before that. So the whole point was like, here's Jar Jar, and he looks at the camera, and you're just like, "Oh." But you already knew he was there. You saw him a scene before that, or 2 scenes before that, or something.
Lucas and Roddenberry, and I know people just cringe when you fucking compare the two, but very similar because both of them had great ideas as far as like Star Wars and Star Trek.
Star Trek's not
but
that great.
Weren't that fucking good at telling the story. Other people tell their story much better than they do.
Yeah.
I mean, much better. It's like, okay, thanks for the idea, and we'll handle it from here. And please God, don't let them fucking put in new footage. Oh, fuck me running. But anyway, go ahead.
Number 7, I chose Starkiller Base in Force Awakens. Just the fact that there was another. I liked the movie. I just didn't like the fact that there was just a new, bigger Death Star.
Yeah,
I was just sort
lacked imagination.
Because when I think of it, I think of it as like, oh, it's another movie with another Death Star. Just do something different.
I mean, it was like,
I thought
okay, so we have to top something that blows up a planet, and now we need something that blows up several planets all at once.
Yeah.
It's like,
and we got to find its weakness and go. It's. I mean, really, you're not going to blow a big thing up, just by getting in there and getting to the right spot.
Okay, so if you're the Empire or the Order or whoever the fuck the bad guy of the flavor of the week is, and you're building your whatever the bad guy machine of the week is, isn't the first order of business to make sure the fucking thing has no holes?
You would think
anywhere,
especially after
nothing you can fly into, nothing you can shoot anything into, nothing that.
Especially after having a history of having weaknesses.
How many times do you have to build these things with exhaust ports or openings or fucking open shafts or whatever
Yeah.
Just stop. Just build it fucking solid, no openings, and
then you can rule the universe.
Exactly. You're not always having to rebuild this shit and paying all these high insurance fucking premiums.
And number 6, I went with Princess Leia's Mary Poppins moment in Jedi.
Oh God, I forgot about that one. Oh.
She's doing the float, little bed knobs and broomsticks.
That one actually caused me physical pain, and it was made worse by the fact that she was dead, in real life, and gone. So
she was already gone, dead.
Because all you want to do is just yell out, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah,
but you're afraid to because she hadn't been in the ground that long.
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh man, God damn it, really?"
And it just didn't look. I mean. It just didn't look good. She was wearing a big caftan or something.
There was nothing right about that.
Yeah,
nothing.
No, it was bad.
It was really bad.
It probably should be higher on my list, but whatever.
It should have been, one or two. Oh well.
Number 5 in again in Force Awakens. Chewbacca after Han's death, when he gets kind of snubbed by Princess Leia. Or they're just, he just walks right past, Han had just died. Chewbacca, everybody comes back from the destroying the Starkiller base. Instead of Princess Leia going over and hugging Chewbacca because Han's dead, she just kind of goes right past him. He goes past her, and she hugs Rey. Like oh it's he's dead, I'm sorry,
Well, he's still hung up on the whole walking carpet fucking thing.
I get it. Yeah. I get he's still
Empire,
I mean, maybe that's how Wookiees deal. They're just like, whatever. It's like a maybe like
I think he got his butt hurt from that comment in Empire.
You think so?
And I think he was holding on to that shit.
It could very well.
Bitch.
It could very well be. I guess. Yeah, maybe they just never got along. Those two.
I guess you're walking carpet.
Yeah. And number 4 with Chewbacca again. No medal for Chewbacca at the end of New Hope.
Well, yeah, he's an animal.
Yeah, I guess.
Animals don't give much. I bet they give him every fucking Ewok, though.
And no, actually, and no medal for all of the team Rogue One. Well, I guess it's hard to put a pin of medal on them, huh?
Yeah, that would be a little difficult.
But I mean, there's a big ceremony for Luke and those guys. I mean, shit, you know. What about the scrubs that, you know, got you the plans?
That's called a funeral.
Okay.
It's not an award ceremony. It's a funeral.
Number 3, Boba Fett dying in Jedi.
Yeah, that's kind of one I touched on, too.
Did you? Yeah. I mean, maybe he did it. Maybe he's hanging in there. Still.
Well, but I'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, I feel you.
Okay. Number 2, although it's as a kid, it was one of my favorite scenes when Luke and Leia swing across the, you know, they're in the Death Star and they got to swing from that, because I just thought that was, I don't know, as a kid, I was like, yeah, check it out, they're swinging. But the fact that the stormtroopers shoot them, yeah. But the fact that the stormtroopers shot at them 50 times while they're like in plain sight,
well, that's its own thing. Stormtroopers cannot fucking shoot, and they've never been able to shoot.
Yeah, but this one was I maybe not the most blatant. I don't know. I'd have to watch them all again. But I mean, the doors open at one point and they're getting shot at. They're getting shot at from up the top. Then the door shuts and they're pinned against it, and the stormtroopers are shooting and they're still not hitting.
Are you cross-eyed and retarded? Join the Empire.
And then number 1, I went in Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin helps the Emperor kill Samuel L. Jackson. And not only when the Emperor's like, you know, no, you will die, but when it's done and Samuel L. Jackson's tossed out into the city, Anakin goes, what have I done? It's like...
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean? This is what you do. I think you're having second thoughts now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right.
That's my 10, and I'm sticking with it.
All right. So, and these aren't in, I guess, in hard stone order, but whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna take it as it is.
Do whatever. Yeah, you will. You have no idea.
And then also, I'm gonna consider your list in
After
stone
the
order. Yeah.
So, you know, the lava fight, you know, between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, okay. Do you not know that these guys will be burnt to a fucking crisp, hanging around these millions of gallons of fucking lava 2 and 3 feet away for minutes and stretches at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the best place to pick a, you know, spot to
apparently
meet.
lava is just an inconvenience.
Yeah.
As opposed to red hot fucking death. But okay. The fight was cool. I like the fight.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Maybe not next to lava.
For an extended period of time. And then you touched on this. You know, I don't mind that Boba Fett died in Return.
Right.
But he goes out like a fucking ass clown. Instead of going out like a badass, like that's how he should go out, he goes out because he gets hit in the backpack from the back by a stray fucking stick.
Yeah.
And flies up against the against the fucking fat ass's ship and falls into fucking Seymour. It's like, come on, really? This is how you
feed me.
And that's my next one. When Lucas goes back and changes it, why does he make fucking Zarnak into fucking Seymour from fucking Little Shop of Horrors?
Which one is Zarnak?
The monster in the pit that they're gonna throw them all into.
Oh right, yeah.
In the original movie, it's just a hole. It's got some teeth in it, and you know. But in George's fucking remake, it looks like fucking Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. It's like, dude, stop it.
He just he
did. And then in Jabba's palace, when they show the extended fucking shot of the singer and the band and shit, it's like, I don't need any of this.
No.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just don't. So the lightsaber fight between Luke and Vader on the second Death Star in Return
Jedi,
at the end.
Yeah.
You know, where it's been building to this for 3 fucking movies, and now we're here and we're in the middle of it. And they look like 2 5-year-olds with fucking broomsticks just beating each other. Say what you want about, like, you know, Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
But
the
Jedi fighting was so much better.
Yeah.
It's just shitty in fucking Return of the Jedi. It's like, could you take a second? Could you choreograph a little bit of it instead of just whack, 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 stick your arm out, whack it, cut it off.
Yeah, I remember when Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Kenobi in The Phantom Menace, that first time you see him just unload, just fighting those droids with the screen went off.
I saw it.
I was like, whoa, oh shit, this is lightsaber fighting now. I thought, well, this trilogy's gonna kick ass,
Or when they go to force speed, when all of a sudden they're just fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn, that's cool. Of course, then when they got in the last part where they're stuck in the doors, they don't. I guess they forget they have it there.
Right.
Oh shit, the doors open and close. I guess we're stuck. Instead of just going. I guess it's one of those things that kind of comes and goes like diarrhea.
Yeah.
Or in my case, just comes and
stays.
stays.
Just comes and sticks around for a while.
Yeah, just
spend a week.
Puts down roots and builds a second home. And so at the end of that, when Luke, beats Vader and Vader's laying on the fucking floor and he turns to the Emperor and says, I won't turn, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And chucks the fucking lightsaber like, okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you chuck your weapon and tell Captain fucking, Dark fucking Knight, Sith Lord of the fucking universe that, I'm not on your side.
Yeah.
But here's the only thing I got to defend myself.
Yeah.
Put this over there for you. Whatever. And then Ewoks. Just I fucking
Ewoks
hate
in general.
God, just fucking. And then Jar Jar, of course, is right above Ewoks.
Yeah.
And then all of Phantom Menace, basically, except for the
lightsaber
fights. And Darth Maul. Because
Darth Maul was cool. Yeah.
And that's basically.
No.
I mean, there's plenty more, but we ain't got all night.
Yeah.
And then, at some point it becomes nitpicking, because it is science and science fantasy, and we all know that,
Yeah, in their movies, yeah.
In their movies.
What are you going to do? So.
Because if you want 2001: A Space Odyssey, then go watch that.
Right, yeah.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
When the ship's going by and you don't hear any noise, and they're, instead of explosions in space where there's fire, when you're going, fire, no oxygen.
Yeah.
or the ships, drive by, like,
right.
Why am I hearing it? So, yeah, you kind of got to let some shit go, but.
I guess, yeah. But
there's
this
list.
What are we doing? So I got a few geek announcements.
Do it.
And you mentioned Willow.
I do.
Willow 2 is being explored.
It is not.
It is by Ron Howard and Lucasfilm.
Ron, stop it. The first one wasn't that good.
Ron Howard took to Twitter to announce that he and Lucasfilm are having serious discussions about Willow 2. They're really serious.
Are they super serial?
They're super serial.
Is Al Gore involved? And Man Bear Pig?
Man Bear Pig. Stop hanging out with that crazy vice president guy. The whole topic came about when Warwick Davis, that's Willow, congratulated director Ron Howard on his solo achievement. This online
for let me make it.
Yeah, I know
he got a speaking line. He got one.
He did. Yeah. This online interaction quickly turned to Willow 2 when one fan requested, "More Willow, please." To which Howard said...
Yeah, one fan.
One fan. Which Howard said, "Okay, fine, sure." We are seriously serial exploring it. So,
not.
It could happen. Now, do they get Val Kilmer? Does he come back? Because I don't think he's going to be in this new Top Gun either. I think he's just...
They're making a new Top Gun?
Yeah, the Top Gun 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's in that?
Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
As what?
He's coming back as Maverick, right? Yeah, that was his character.
He's fucking 100 by now.
Yeah, but I mean, look what he's still doing Mission Impossible.
Well, I understand that, but so
he doesn't look 100.
He's an aged. So what? He's doing the training now at the Top Gun flight school, or
it could very well be, but maybe at some point he's got to take the controls.
Of course.
Who knows? Yeah. But Val Kilmer, not in it. So the Iceman. No, I'm not gonna get the. I don't think he's in it, but yeah, he doesn't look as good. Tom Cruise has aged well. I think Val Kilmer not so much. So.
Or not at all.
Right. Yeah.
Val looks terrible.
Yeah. So
is it possible that maybe Goose wasn't dead? He was just extremely sleepy.
Could very
And he
well
comes
be.
back for this?
Yeah. He was in Big Bear and he was really tired. Yeah. So we got Top Gun 2 and Willow 2, and
No, we don't have Willow 2.
Probably no Val Kilmer in either.
It's not happening.
I've got the daikini. So I remember that's a line from Willow. I remember back when Willow came out, there was a soundtrack on vinyl, and it had a picture of Willow standing in the forest. And I went up to, I got it, and I went up to, it was Troy. I think I went up to Troy Zimmer. I'm like, Troy, check it out, Dio's new album.
Funny.
I mean,
That's good. I like it.
Okay, thank you. Wonder Woman 2 will be set in 1984.
Sit wherever you want.
The year everything happened. Yeah, as long as she still looks like...
I don't give a shit what time you said it.
It looks like our favorite Amazon is headed to 1984. DC Entertainment President Jeff Johns took to social media, a lot of people taking to social media these days, to release a cryptic promo image for the sequel, the letters WW84, set on a black background. So,
Isn't that about when the show was on TV? Mid-80s?
I think it was late 70s into early 80s.
Was it?
Yeah. So, pretty close, yeah. Oh, and I think Linda Carr's going to do a cameo in this one.
Yeah, whatever. She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah. yeah, she was kind of, you went and saw her and
she's kind of a bitch.
attitude, a little bit of attitude. Yeah.
I don't think she's all that.
Yeah, well, she was at one time.
No, even at her best day, she can't hold a fucking candle to
Gal. Well, it's because
it's not even close.
Because Linda Carter in the 70s, she had to wear granny panties.
I don't give a shit if she walks out there naked with like a vibrator in one hand and KY in the other. She still can't fucking keep up with Gal. Gal could be wearing fucking grandma clothes and fucking put her to shame. Sorry.
I don't know, man. If someone's got a vibrator and KY, I'm all over that. That's just doesn't matter, What's his name? Jerome Bettis could walk up, and be like, "Hey, yeah."
I have no doubt.
So, the photo.
Jerome comes and you want to take his bone.
The photo appears to confirm reports that the sequel to WW, or I did that to abbreviate. I meant to say Wonder Woman will be taking Diana to 1984, while Kristen Wiig is joining as the villainous Cheetah. Did you know that? Kristen Wiig's going to play Cheetah. And film is set to be released November 1st, 2019. So a little over a year for that one. So that's cool. It's going to maybe they're going to hit the LA Olympics. Might get somebody to star as Reagan.
Does it turn out that Steve Trevor actually didn't die in World War II and he's still around?
He's gonna reprise the role.
He's gonna be 90.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. They are saying he's reprising the role. I don't know if it's gonna be a flashback, or I don't know. They said he's gonna be back as Steve Trevor. So I just want to know who's gonna play Alexander Haig.
What?
I don't know. Wasn't he Secretary of State then? I don't know. James Gunn, here's one for you. James Gunn updates on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Sorry, folks, can't make it. He's dead.
And the possibility of Fox characters being included. Gunn was recently quizzed on whether or not the impending Disney-Fox merger is going to change how he approaches the story, as it could add some new characters to the franchise. Not gonna happen in any major way, Gunn replied.
Because he knows it's not gonna happen. It's gonna fall through.
The director then went on to say, "It's very, very, very different. Very different, but I won't say how. You'll have to wait to see the movie. It's a long time away." So not much of an update other than...
You kind of have to wait till Infinity War 2 comes out and then...
Yeah.
Pratt's alive again.
The whole world's going to be different. Yeah.
Before you go to Guardians again.
Yeah. If Pratt comes back, they may just permanently kill him off.
You fuck out of your mind. That's like Helmsworth when he came out with the big announcement. Infinity War 2 is going to be so much more of a mind blower than Infinity War. Well, no fucking shit. Yeah, because people will actually be dead. People will be real, dead, gone, not coming back.
Yeah.
Dirt nap, fucking
turning into diarrhea.
Yeah. We all know that this is like
cosmic diarrhea.
This is a temporary death.
Yeah.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
So, yeah. Kevin Smith says Moose Jaws is coming.
It's not even breathing hard.
Kevin Smith has updated us on the
Kevin,
status
find the
of a
cable.
long gestating project.
Gestating's a good word. For Moose Jaws.
Apparently,
Why does he do this?
apparently someone has stepped up to finance Moose Jaws, but it's unclear who is putting up the money at this point. I don't know, Jared, was that you? Do you have something to do with that? You might have came into some money recently. Are you financing Moose Jaws? Thank you. The horror comedy has been
There's
billed...
like half my face slipping off my skull and a fucking stroke. Who would do that? Unless you just need a fucking tax shelter, unless you need a fucking write-off. Why would... I mean, I love Kevin to death, but why would you throw money at Moose Jaws? Did you not see the fucking... the Tusk movie? What? Or the Nazi...
Or the... Yeah.
What was it? The Nazi...
Let alone Tusk. What about Yoga Hosers?
The Nazi Bratzi... Whatever. They were, what the fuck were they?
They Bratzis, yeah.
They were sausages that were Nazis?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they were bratwurst that were
Which-
they were Nazi. They were geopolitical chunks of fucking meat.
Basically, yeah, more or less. Which really is a great premise. It just wasn't done well.
I know that I know that getting high is like a major fucking part of your diet, but dude, you've got to fucking when you go to write a movie, you've got to back off a little.
Well, somebody financed it.
My lord.
Oh yeah. But somebody financed Moose Jaws, so but yeah, not apparent who.
Not anybody that's worried about getting their money back.
Jerry, I'm financing Moose Jaws. It's gonna be unbelievable.
Unbelievable, it's true. It will definitely be that.
That's one word for it. The horror comedy is the finale to his True North trilogy, so there's, a light at the end of the tunnel.
You're calling this a trilogy? Are you fucking serious? That's like that's like me having 3 days of diarrhea to call it a trilogy.
You got The Godfather, you got Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and the True North trilogy.
Wow.
But before the director can get to work on Moose Jaws, he's going to reunite with Jason Mewes for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which shoots in August.
At least I can understand that a little bit.
I'm hoping that's going to be good. But then, this says August. Something could happen between now and then, because Clerks...
8 million things could happen between... Until you're sitting, like I've said, until you're sitting in the theater with popcorn in your fucking hand, seeing it up on the screen.
Credits rolling.
And even then, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Until you at least get half an hour into it that they aren't going to fucking yank it.
And Kevin's going to come out and say,
this is part of the movie we're shooting right now. We wanted to show you a little bit of it, so you'll know that we're working on it.
Any questions? We're going to line up and do a Q&A.
But, I'm thinking now that maybe I need to shelve this because I want to work on my hockey fucking movies. Stop.
And then last but not least, we've already talked about this, but Star Wars bounty hunter Boba Fett set for Star Wars' next spin-off. The iconic character Boba Fett, who dies a very undignified death into Seymour. But before that, he'll be getting his spin-off movie. It has been reported the fan favorite bounty hunter will be seen in a solo adventure written and directed by James Mangold. He's gonna put some Mangold on it. Nice. That was Logan and the Wolverine dude. It will follow Rogue One and Solo as the third standalone movie, Star Wars adventure to take place outside the main storyline. Disney is also confirmed to be working on an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, but Boba Fett will come first.
Boba Fett's always kind of puzzled me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, he wasn't in the first movie at all.
Mm-mm.
And then in Empire, he was in it some, not a ton.
Yeah.
Some. And then he dies right at the beginning of fucking Jedi.
At the height of his popularity, too, because everyone loved him.
And I just... I don't understand why he was so popular. He wasn't around enough and didn't really do enough besides stand around and kind of look menacing here and there a little bit and shoot a rope every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think he did enough to
rope.
to earn the fucking, the following that he got.
Well, same with that Captain Phasma she's got what she barely was in Force Awakens and didn't do much, and then kind of got her ass kicked.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Yeah.
And everyone's just like, yeah, Captain Phasma, man.
She comes on screen and you're supposed to just go, oh, badass. And I'm like, why? Because she got wearing chrome?
Chrome, yeah. That's all it takes is a cool costume, really. That's all Boba Fett really was.
I see a 63 Impala going down the street. I don't go, ooh, badass. It's got chrome on it.
Look at that. Look at the trailer hitch, man.
Fuck. It's got balls hanging off of it. Chrome balls.
Nice big old balls. So, and that's Geek Announcements.
All right.
We did our top 10, so
yeah, we're done.
I think we're more or less done.
Yeah. No, we're actually totally full on done.
So, this has been episode 32,
I think.
More or less.
Yeah.
What's the next big flick coming down the pike?
Well, it depends on your definition of big. Would it be Jurassic? Would it be Ant-Man? Would it be neither?
They're all big. I'm gonna try to do the plugs while I can do this.
I know what you use that for when you're not using it for. I bet that really works for you. That rib shit on the side. I bet you spend an entire afternoon with that thing. The hours just must melt away. Oh my god. Oh man.
You can.
That's a visual I'm not gonna lose anytime soon.
You can catch us on Facebook. Idle Effect, search Idle Effect on Facebook. You can catch us on YouTube. idleeffect.podbean.com.
That's about right, actually.
Is that to scale?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, honey, what else are we on? Let's see. Oh, email. Yeah, you can email us if you like.
That's sort of archaic, but sure.
Email us at idleeffect@yahoo.com. And we'll see you next time for maybe Jurassic, Ant-Man, whatever's big. Whatever's the next big one coming down the pipe.
Mission Impossible 30.
That could be it, yeah.
Mission Impossible Pie.
Moose Jaws. So we'll see you next time.
Say goodbye, Gracie.
Attention all units, the sergeants today go. Attention all units, the sergeants today go.
Who the fuck is Sergeant
We are
Sedenko?
changing from a
Cheech and Chong.
direct pursuit to a code 347.
Lost
Take
studio.
your watch, studio and
Yeah.
Way bye-bye.
Bye.